Okay, welcome back, everybody that's returning. And those of you that are new, welcome to this platform. Welcome in, Sculpted Slug and Shaman Maria. I hope you guys are having a good day. Okay, so you had to clear a lot. Hey, you know what, Sculpted Slug? At least you are able to clear energy. That is something that most people cannot do. So, oh, good. I'm glad that was relaxing and healing for you guys. Yeah, you know what? You guys are going to be okay. We're going to go into the root worker and the person that was working against you. Because a lot of you guys are dealing with the same issue. You have to say goodbye to everyone. Yeah, like literally, when you go on your spiritual journey, a lot of you guys are going to find that as you start your spiritual journey, it's just like it happened the same for me as well. I had to say goodbye to people, places, and things that didn't serve me. This is how I became aware that the person that I was calling my best friend and my sister was doing all of the destiny swap shit and witchcraft on me and stuff like that. So as you guys progress, you'll become more aware, of who is for you and who is not for you. And then you can just basically start eliminating people. What you want to do is you want to just get rid of the people that you know are not for you, not unalive them, but just ex-nay them from your life, cut them off, don't talk to them anymore. And then after you've done that, you will notice that the people that are for you will naturally come into your life. You won't have to seek them out. They will show up online. There'll be probably people in the chat, that type of thing. So I found that I had to get rid of, it was like every single friend that I ever had, except for maybe one who I still love to this day, but they go through a lot of shit too. Like they're on their spiritual journey and they know about the truth of God. And so they've got that book. We talk about that, but yeah, she's an awesome person. I just feel like once you gain this higher knowledge, you can never go back to seeing the world the way you did before. Like it just is a game changer. That's why I think it's so important. It says, okay, so we have Ezra. Now, I don't know anything about the book of Ezra. I might have to search that. Let's find out who in the heck is Ezra. Let's see. Who is Ezra from the Bible? Oh, okay. Ezra. I was thinking it was the name of a woman. No, it's not. Ezra was a priestly scribe and scholar in the Bible, a key figure in the post-exilic Jewish restoration, known for leading a group of Jews back to Jerusalem from Babylon. Wow. To reestablish religious life based upon the laws of Moses, which are the 10 Commandments. Yeah. And it says that he was an instrumental in spiritual revival, teaching God's law, reforming practices like mixed marriage, and is traditionally credited with compiling the biblical books of the Chronicles and possibly others. Wow. So basically, he's also an author. He's considered the author of the book of Ezra, contributed to the Chronicles, and is traditionally linked to the book of Malachi. Again, I don't know what's in that. And the consolation of the Jewish scripture. Interesting. Okay. So we have a quote from Ezra 10:4. It says, "Rise up. This matter is in your hands. We will support you. So take courage and do it." So you guys are being called to just step away from people, places, and things. Oh, you had a relative named Malachi. Wow. That's interesting. Long ago. Oh, it could have been the original Malachi. Wow, that's interesting. You may want to read that book of the Bible. There is so many books of the Bible. It's wild. Welcome in 7149. I don't know how to say your first part of your screen name. You kept getting that name Malachi and Kai. I actually got the name Kai as well today. Wow, from TV shows. Yeah, everything's just hinting to you that, there's something going on. What I'm picking up is, for some of you, you guys are dealing with, you're basically breaking ugly codes, ugly curses, spells, whatever. But yeah, you guys are going to be all right. Sculpted Slug, I don't want you to worry. I want you to have faith. know that, yes, you do have somebody that's working against you, but you're going to be liberated from this person. The wicked will only give it away with their BS for a certain amount of time. Okay. All right, so we are going to start with the prayer. We're calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit. We're asking that the Most High God and the Holy Spirit come be with us now. We're also calling upon Jesus Christ and the Ascended Masters and asking that they can be with us now. And we're calling upon our spiritual team and our highest light and resonance and asking that they can be with us now, with you and with me. And we just ask that the archangels put a protective shield around us and put the circle sword, the blue flame, the will of God into Sculpted Slug, Shaman Maria, into this reading, into 7149, and into me, and to anybody else that comes into the chat, so that we can expel all negativity, all wickedness. My right leg is twitching, so I can definitely feel that somebody has tried to stop someone's forward movement. They've also tried to distort the way that you look. You could be feeling like, gosh, why do I look so bloated? Or what is this? It's because somebody continually is doing ugly spells on somebody. All right. So thank you, God, for all that you do. We love you. We praise you. All glory, honor, and worship and praise goes to you, Most High. Thank you for prospering this platform. If any of you guys have any personal questions, you can send me a $20 PayPal, $20 Cash App, or a $20 Super Chat with your question, and then I will use another deck of cards to answer your question, and we will go ahead and look at that. Okay, so let your friends and family members know that that is available. Let me just see what it means when your whole face is puffy and you feel bloated, more bloated than usual. Yeah, it's this person that keeps doing this fucking spell work. Let me just see, what does it mean spiritually when your right leg is twitching? Okay, so I guess it could mean incoming news, changes, or energies related to action, the outer world, or financial matters. Sometimes good luck, progress, and some beliefs. If it was going to be in the other leg, the left leg, it would have been loss and poverty that other people are going through. But this is actually a good thing. It also talks about physical grounding. It says that signaling you to pay attention to your path or something happening externally. Well, I would definitely say that the beauty magic is something that someone is doing externally. But yeah. Oh, thank you. I love that you're petting your dog for me. Wow. So let's see who this person is. So somebody has been trying to block your psychic abilities so that you don't see what they're doing. But like, we're already revealing what they're doing. Basically, you got somebody. Oh, I forgot to do the contract. Okay, so by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior, because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my readings, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes no copyright, no gatekeeping, no shadow banning, all of that stuff will get you in trouble. No voodoo, none of that. Okay. So this person's trying to block your psychic gifts so that you don't see what they're doing to you, obviously. So we're going to see who this person is. For some of you, this is going to be like a relative that doesn't want you to see that they practice like some type of magic. I heard Obia. Oh, good. You've done a whole cleanse and so much cleared. Good. You know what? I have been finding out that, well, I have these videos that show up on YouTube, and the one that I just listened to was like yesterday, it was like it's a sound, kind of like what you're hearing in the background, but it's more of it's like a tone, but it's a sound that you listen to for 5 or 6 minutes, and each video will have a purpose, and it's to remove witchcraft. I did one yesterday that was like 5 minutes, and it removed witchcraft from the eyes and the ears, and it worked immediately. So some of you may want to look into just searching like tones or frequencies to break witchcraft, and then you'll get a whole category of that coming up, and then you can choose from whichever one you feel drawn to. But I do feel like listening to tones and frequencies, especially for some of you, like Sculpted Slug, while you sleep, because I feel like a lot of the energy that that is being sent at nighttime. so that it's almost like being sent at nighttime so that you wake up feeling drained, feeling and of course, when you're dealing with sorcerers that are trying to put their bad karma on you, one telltale sign that you can tell when somebody is doing that is if you have worked through an issue. Let's say that you used to have an issue with feeling insecure about food. Okay. If you've worked through an issue, but that issue continues to come up and you're going within and you're resolving that issue and you know that you've already worked on it and healed it, that could be an indication that somebody's trying to throw their negative karma on you and walk in your light. And that's what I feel like a lot of people are trying to do. Yes, there is one that clears energy from the hair, that clears curses from the hair. I'm going to literally listen to that one later. Two of those videos. It's so funny that you said that because I was like, Spirit must be trying to tell me something because two of those videos came up one right after the other. And I was like, oh, I'm going to start the reading. I don't want to just stand here and listen to this right now, but I'll do it later. So thank you for reminding me. Nice. Schumann resonance is another one. Really good. Yeah. And so, that is significant. See, the person that's been doing witchcraft on me, they, oh, you listened to the heroine in your public playlist? Nice. Yeah, they were my hairstylist, okay, on top of stealing my job at the Crystal Ray and all of that shit. And so yeah, they did a bunch of witchcraft on my hair. So I will be listening to that later. But they do work. I mean, I feel immediately the effects from it. So we're going to see who this person is that's trying to block your psychic gifts and ability. I feel like this person's pretty pathetic. Because first of all, they don't have abilities. Okay. This is one reason why they don't want you having them. They think it's not fair. What's not fair is that this person continues to try to put you up under judgment and steal your energy and steal from you guys. That's what's actually not fair. 5. These people are waiting for like some drastic, like these people think they're ascended masters. I don't know why, because anybody using spell work on other people, those people are not living in the upright. You know what I mean? Oh, good. I'm glad that this live is at the top of your playlist. The more that we can get these messages out, the more that people are going to be helped. So let's see what comes out. Judgment. Ooh, this person that's doing this to you guys, they're up under judgment. This person could have been trying to put you up under judgment. I think I kind of related to that, is that they keep trying to have you judged by somebody and then they want you to look like scraggly and sickly and shit like that so that whatever they're saying about you will line up. The thing is that you've got somebody that's pissed off because you are creating content or you're working on yourself, you're healing. Somebody could just be pissed off because you're healing from their spell work. You're right. I tingled. Yeah, that's definitely, wow. See, this person is in the 10 of Swords. This is why they're attacking you so heavily at this time. Somebody doesn't want you going on vacation. They don't want you taking a trip home to see your family. Somebody does not want you going on an adventure, and they don't want you able to leave the house. This person that's doing this to you is trying to make it so that your viewpoint of yourself is distorted, and they also don't want to see you come into any type of success, fame, public recognition. You have an Ace of Cups here, though, which means that you have the ability to create a loving family here. You don't need to rely on these people. If these people were family members, they're cursing themselves. Anytime you curse a family member that's a bloodline relative, you are cursing yourself. Anytime you actually curse anybody else, you're cursing yourself, because that energy will come back to you. And we can try to control the way we send it out to the universe, but we don't control the way that it comes back either. So somebody's pissed off because you have a cup of love from the universe. God loves you. This is literally somebody being mad because the Most High cares for you. And these people are looking to see what you're working on, what your creative vision is, where you're headed in life. They're trying to use spiritual methods to spy on you. And because you could be seeing a lot of crows at this time, or a lot of ravens, or you could just be hearing those birds going quack, quack, I feel like this person needs to, instead of look at your life, they need to look at their life and go within themselves. And this person that's doing this to you needs to ask themselves, why are they doing this? Because when God asks them, why are they doing this? Jealousy and envy is not going to be a reasonable answer to try to block somebody's spiritual gifts. This person's trying to smile in your face while stabbing you in the back and trying to take your place. You knew a couple of them, and yes, you've been seeing crows. This is definitely for you guys, this message. You guys are the star. You're being seen as the star. This is what's got this person pissed off. They know that you're eventually going to come into public fame, success, and that you will always be taken care of. These people underestimate your ability to figure out what's going on. You know, wow, there is a crow literally talking right now. That is so funny. Literally, somebody is trying to figure out, what it is that you've got going on, where you're headed, what you're going to do with your star abilities. They're just real nosy. And sometimes when you deal with envious, family members, envious friends, they will go to the extreme length rather than just coming to ask you what you're doing like a normal individual. A neighbor dog is also barking at your dog. So there you go. Nature gives you so many signs. You got somebody that's bitching about you, literally bitching about you. It's ridiculous. I also feel like somebody could be protesting you to a group of people. Maybe that you're not worthy of this star power, that you're not worthy of coming into contact with somebody that will love you authentically. I mean, these people are already weird in the way that if, nearby at what you're not sure, not at my dog. Yeah. Like these people are unaware of the fact that you have already glimpsed a part of your destiny. These people are trying to basically do you in before you could ever come into this success because they're competing with you. Five of Wands. Five of Wands is all about competition. It's also about people using underhanded methods, Yes, absolutely. God speaks through nature. Yeah, you just got to pay attention. And then when you see something in nature, just search it. But I would always go off of your intuitive feeling about it. So you got somebody that's greedy, they're lusty, and they want power, but the type of power that this person wants is in the spiritual realm. And literally, you possess the power that they want. And that's why this person's trying to compete with you. I feel like whoever you're dealing with, if they had spiritual gifts in the past, they don't have them anymore. This person's lost their abilities. They can't tap in like they used to, and they can't tap into your energy like they used to. If you're feeling a tugging on your energy, especially from the solar plexus, whether it's the front or the back, I'm going to need you to cancel and rebuke these people and we're going to ask for Archangel Michael to come through right now and to cut those cords with this individual because somebody is trying to cord into your inner child. They want you to perceive yourself in a way that maybe you've already healed. Like you could have healed an insecurity from childhood, something that somebody was saying to you. This person is like literally, they feel like for them to be successful and for them to get their gifts back, they have to latch into you. But this person does not realize that the reason that their gifts are gone is because they were latching into you. This person was not going within and tapping into their own ability. They were outsourcing to a demonic entity to try to use that to tap into your ability. Your ability, not this person's ability, your ability. This person wants to know what you have coming in life. They also want to know who supports you so that these people could go do a ritual to block those people that support you. It's a no. Okay. The world is supporting you. You also have a beautiful soul tribe community that, cutting these people off that don't mean you any good is going to draw in this community even faster. And so don't think that everybody is the same. And for some reason, you guys need to know that why you've attracted so much jealousy throughout your life is because of this star power. Okay. Have you ever heard of somebody trying to steal somebody else's star? That's kind of what you're dealing with. We each have a star that is designated to us. Okay. And that star holds different abilities, different traits, qualities, things like that. So you're dealing with somebody that is wanting to know what your star is, wanting to know the name of it. Somebody could say Tata. I don't know what the hell that means. But yeah, somebody's trying to figure out what your star is so that they can block it, so that you don't have access to these psychic powers anymore. This is not welcome in, fashionista. Happy Wednesday, and thank you so much for your donation yesterday. That really made my day, and it made me like come out of the bad feeling I was in. You think it means goodbye? Absolutely, it does. Yeah, it's goodbye to these people. It's good. It's goodbye to these people slash person, whoever they are. And the thing is that you guys have walked away from a lot, and you would not be standing here today or sitting here today or here today at all had you not cut these people off. So that's why, oh, thank you so much, you guys. You're so awesome. That's why it's so important to know. And if you guys could get the likes up, I would really appreciate that. That's why it's so important to know who your enemy is, just so that you can no longer give them information. Because this person, the reason that they're flipping out right now is because you used to communicate with them. You would tell them your business. You can always test somebody by telling them a little lie, Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you giving me the $1 yesterday too, Shama Maria. I love you guys so much. So yeah, literally, this person is like, they're not only experiencing bad luck for doing this, but literally this person is like up under judgment, which is a scary thing. If I ever had the judgment card come out like that for me, I would probably be like, oh shit, what did I do? This person is not thinking in any type of way, oh shit, what did I do? They're thinking, I shouldn't be up under judgment. Collective should be up under judgment. But you have not done anything to be judged. So this is why you're not up under judgment. Somebody wants you to believe that God is judging you and that God does not approve of what you're doing, but that is not true. This is how you can tell that these people are frauds. I'm also hearing that somebody may try to give you they may try to give you a cursed or hexed Christmas gift. This is why I would call upon Krampus, however you want to say his name, to inspect any gifts that are given to you. And if you get a bad vibration of somebody giving you a Christmas gift or sending something to your house, or if it doesn't have a return label on it or a return address, don't take that stuff into your house. In fact, I would put on gloves to get rid of it. Throw it away in somebody else's trash can, because basically I do get that somebody is going to come in and they're going to try to secret Santa you, give you some type of gift that you didn't ask for. This is all with the intent to exchange gifts with you. Somebody wants to come in to give you a gift so that they can take a gift that you have. But this is the physical gift that they're going to give you is not shit. It's not anything that you want or need. And then the gift that they're going to try to take from you is something that you actually need. So this is why this person's going to have a major fall. I feel like you could be dealing with people that are envious of your progress. They're envious of the fact that you're still being supported. And they're also upset with God for protecting you, which is crazy. There's been rocks on your doorstep. Yeah. So I personally, I have to tell you about my trauma. When I was living in the condo, I had it just depends what the rocks look like. I had these neighbors that were doing a rock curse on me. They would take these rocks that I had put like in front of my house, like in a decorative way, and they would arrange them in a circle. And then they would point one rock towards my door, and they would come and they would put powders and weird shit on the rocks. And I would literally that's not something that I seen in my mind. That's something I seen them do physically. Okay, so there is, if you search the voodoo rock curse, it will come up. Okay, so people, they like to curse nature. But I was experiencing that when I was living in the condo. And one of the little neighbor girls that, lived there was like, oh yeah, I saw so-and-so arranging the rocks like that. Mischievous ass people. So you can take holy water and pour that on the rocks and then remove them. But yeah, that is creepy. I get that also you guys are having people throwing rocks at you and hiding their hand and crying wolf. Jesus says something like, those without sin within you can cast the first stone, because stoning. In August, there was an eggshell under your door. No, that's not good at all. That's very bad. But yeah, they used to stone people to death. Okay. And so that whole premise of it, with you, the first one that's without sin can cast the first stone. Of course, I personally would not want to throw rocks on anybody, whether they were guilty of something or not, because I'm not evil. Yeah, you know that there's been something done to the sewer. Interesting. Interesting. Wow. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that live in the sewer, like dogmen, and other things like that. So if you guys are dealing with these types of issues, my best advice for you is to cleanse, 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 and to cancel and rebuke these people, because the whole thing of rocks showing up, it's people trying to throw rocks at you, hide their hand like they never did it, and cry wolf and say that you did something to them. You've not done anything to this person. This is why they're up under judgment and you're not. You're also dealing with people that are envious of your beauty, your wealth, the attention you receive, and they could be very upset that a family member of yours loves you. Three of Cups. They're pissed off that you're popular at this time as well. Let's get the likes up, you guys. And somebody is pissed off that you are about to enjoy a beautiful harvest and a beautiful abundance. Okay. So maybe they feel insecure about you making money, or you being happy, or you having a support system. Somebody could feel like, well, I can't take their destiny if they've got a support system. You know what I mean? Yes, only the Most High God, your creator. Exactly. And the thing is that, somebody that's jealous of the sense of community that you've developed with this Three of Pentacles here. You're dealing with somebody that wants to see you outcasted, wants to see you thrown away. And you're going to find that this person is the one that gets thrown away. Most literally. 2, which is 2 is a feminine number. But it also talks about taking steps, moving in a new direction. You could have changed whatever this routine is that you have each day. Some of you guys have changed your routine. Maybe you took a shower, like, for example, you could have been taking a showers first when you wake up, and then now you're taking it before you go to bed. Whatever this routine switch is that you've done, maybe you've added cleansing to your routine and meditation. It's throwing this other person off, and they're not able to get into your energy anymore because you've changed something about your routine and you haven't told this person what the change was that you made. So they don't know what to attack, aka why they would just throw rocks, hide their hand, and cry wolf. God has seen this person and knows who they are and knows why they're doing what they're doing. But this is one reason why God wants you to cut these people off and walk away from them. And it's more your higher self, to be honest, which is God, but it's more your higher self is starting to come through. And you have a period here marked with fun relationships that are going to be coming in, a good harvest, love from others. You guys are getting your wishes fulfilled at this time. If you had wished upon a star, wished upon, God to bring in, to either deliver you from something, that wish is coming true. If there was a whole bunch of witchcraft being done against you and you wish to be freed of that, that wish is also coming true. I'm also hearing that you guys could have wished for a lover to come in. That wish is also being fulfilled. So it doesn't matter what you wish for. God has acknowledged that you are living your life in the upright, and the Most High wants to see you have everything that you want in this lifetime. I'm also hearing that somebody is pissed off because you will not conform to their religious belief. Okay. So you're just dealing with somebody that is very narcissistic, that wants total domination and control over somebody. And, they feel the need to, when you have eggshells and stuff like that showing up around your door, okay, eggshells, when you crush them up and clean them and stuff, and turn them into a powder, you can add that to like red brick dust for protection, because the eggshells, they will absorb negative energy. But what I get is that somebody putting eggshells underneath your door, at your door, that was an attempt to mess with your prosperity, your fertility, your abundance. Okay, somebody doesn't want you giving birth to new ideas. So I feel like a lot of you guys have been cleansing. You've been calling upon God. You've been praying. You've been meditating. And your animals will always tell you, If you guys have pets, your animals will always give you an inclination of what's going on. If they feel nervous around, if you can sense that your animal is nervous, even if it's standing in a corner of your house barking at something, please know that there is something there. Animals can see and sense things that we in our human being just can't sense. Of course, I can see them, and a lot of other people can see them. But just know that your animals are there to protect you both spiritually and physically. Okay. Somebody may want to be aware that there's a hateful ass neighbor that doesn't like somebody's dog. No, this person doesn't like any dogs at all. Maybe they were bit by a dog when they were younger. This person plans on putting bleach in like dog treats and leaving them around the neighborhood. So I don't think that it's your dog that's barking, but you just felt a sudden heaviness. I don't know if it's your dog that's barking, but it is somebody else's dog that continually barks, and this neighbor is out for blood. Okay. So just make sure that you are, if you see any type of dog treat on the ground outside in the yard, pick it up, like throw it away. Make sure that it does not end up in your animal's mouth, because I'm literally getting somebody soaking dog treats in bleach, which would really hurt an animal. They don't like the barking. Well, oh fucking well. People are gonna have pets. Why doesn't this person just motherfucking move? Like, if they don't like it that bad, instead of trying to kill somebody else's animal, if you find out who this person is, call the police on them and report them for that. Maybe hold on to the evidence of what they did and report them. Yeah, somebody's viewing you guys as a Queen of Cups. They think that you are this loving, nurturing, kind, compassionate, sympathetic, empathetic person. This is why they feel like they're going to be able to walk all over you, because they feel like you don't stand up for yourself. You will stand up for yourself. The thing is that when people put you in a position to where you have to stand up for yourself, there's nothing else that you can do other than stand up for yourself. And that could be verbally, it could be physically, whatever this is. Somebody is looking at you like you're weak. 3, but they don't understand that, like, this person, that they could be a part of MK Ultra or whatever. They want to control your mind so that you don't produce these light codes and these healing shamanistic codes. That's like what I'm hearing. And they don't understand that they're really trying to block God. And this is why it's not going to work. Whatever magic these people were doing is being canceled and rebuked. This is why you're still having an abundant harvest, and you're going to have people that come in to want to join you to celebrate with you. 10 of Wands. These people, they're up under judgment and they're carrying a bunch of burdens. See how that person could easily drop those sticks and just not carry them anymore? You're dealing with people that don't want to let go of the burden. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Absolutely. You guys are going to stand up for yourself. These people don't want to let go of the burden because they feel like it's benefiting them. This could also talk about somebody trying to throw their burdens onto you. That's why I was talking about when people will try to put their negative karma on you, you'll be like going through the same experience that you already healed through 10 or 20 times. And that's how you can tell somebody's trying to do that. Because if you have the same self-worth issue come up over and over again, and you've healed that thing, and you've healed that thing, and you've gotten rid of the beliefs, and you've transmuted the energy, then why would that continue to occur? There's either something being triggered, right? Which we're always going to take things to the self so that we make sure that we are addressing anything going on within us. But if you know that you've healed this trigger over and over again, and it just keeps happening, somebody is not wanting to face up to their trauma, and they're trying to put that on you. Okay. And I don't believe that it's possible for somebody to permanently exchange their negative karma. When I picked up on the people, you posted codes on YouTube this morning with codes to stick up for yourself. Oh my gosh, this is so all in alignment. So when I realized that this is how I figured out somebody was trying to put their negative karma on me. Okay. This person that was doing this to me ritualistically, or however they were doing it, I have not given birth to any children. I've had miscarriages, but I've never carried a baby full term. I've never given birth to a child. Okay. And I was getting negative karma from somebody, like literally this person that was saying they were my best friend. I was getting this negative karma for giving, and it was karma that was related to giving birth to bad seeded children, and more than one of them. So that's how I became aware. I'm like, I haven't given birth to any children. Why would I have this negative karma here that is, punishing me, attacking me, when I have not given birth to any children? So when I figured out who it was that was doing that, trying to cast their burdens on me so they could walk in my energy, I shut it down immediately. I said, God, you and I both know that I have not given birth to no children. I should not be cursed because I brought children that into this life. Okay. And I don't think everybody is cursed for bringing children into this life, but this one person has pissed off God by having, us 4 or 5, however many baby daddies, okay, that they had, and just being very irresponsible with sex and irresponsible with procreation. So she was cursed. Her children weren't cursed, but she was cursed. And then she was trying to throw that shit on me, but it didn't stick to me. Wow, that glitch didn't stick to me like it was supposed to. If I had given birth to children and had a bunch of baby daddies and all this other karmic bullshit going on, maybe that karma would have stayed a little bit longer. But I was able to send it immediately back to that person and to claim my energy back, my good energy that they were trying to walk in, because I was able to recognize that obviously this karma that they're sending me, I have not done anything like this and I haven't gone through these experiences. So, that is one way that you can figure out if you're feeling the judgment and karma of something that you've never done, literally. Well, yeah, I do think it's a confirmation, that glitch, because and so this is why when you become aware of somebody else's energy playing around in yours, you've got to call for judgment. And that's not you. Say, God, please call for judgment on this energy. It's not my energy. I don't know who it came from, and I don't know why it's here. And I'm not going to take responsibility for the sins that somebody else has committed. And that's basically why the sins could be deceiving others. It could be just being a rotten ass person. Hold on one second. They're trying to mess with my connection. Give me one. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, because these people don't want to pay their karma. Okay. Now, when you can pick up on this type of energy, you can cancel and rebuke it and say that, you know what, God, these sins, and name them, sin, this, sin that. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. So they are trying to actively mess with your connection to the Most High God. Now, that's probably one of the sins that the Most High will come down very hard on these people for doing, because anybody, God, we are still connected with God. We've never been separate from God. It's impossible to disconnect somebody from God and from their higher self. But when I was talking about that, I was seeing literally these dumb bitches in my mind literally doing fucking rituals, like full blown out rituals involving like 20 to 60 people to make this exchange of energy and to mess with my spiritual connection. So I wouldn't be able to tell the world about what these people do and what they've been doing. And these people are not going to lose business. The thing is the person that's doing this to me, I know who they are. I'm like, we're the ones that built up that person's business for them to take it over and buy it. There's nothing that's going to happen to their business, like financially, because we were the ones that built the business up for 15 years and created it. So like when I see that person is trying to do shit like this, like mess with my spiritual connection, mess with my devices, mess with me, I can just say, God, I see what they're doing, cancel and rebuke what they're doing, and return that energy back to them. Do a complete reversal of misfortune. Any misfortune that's come into my life, any woe, any suffering, any bondage, any binding spells, any witchcraft, cancel and rebuke them and reverse that energy, and it will be done immediately. So somebody is trying to disconnect you from God, and that's probably where they fucked up the worst. This is why they're up under judgment. They also were trying to compete with you. And the thing is that had we not built up that business before we sold it to the person, maybe their life and that business would be crumbling now. But because we had built up that business for years and years and years, it's impossible like for it to fail. So that person who took over the business, they have been trying to murder both me and somebody else that I know that was a part of that business. They have been trying to murder us with witchcraft so that they don't have to pay us for the business. You see, you're dealing with people that want to cheat you out of something. They know that they signed a contract that they can't use your intellectual property, that they can't do this and that. But they feel like, well, I don't really want to pay this person back. I just want to steal their shit and kill them. And that's literally what these people have been trying to do to me. And so you could be dealing with something very similar. And they think that first I got to disconnect them from God, then I got to take their gifts. I can guarantee that you're getting all of the abilities that these people abused. You're going to inherit that. You remember being in that room years ago, literally. You're going to be receiving the gifts that these people lost. And they're going to be searching in your energy, going to other people to get divination done to find out if you've inherited their gifts. God is absolutely giving you these people's psychic spiritual abilities. Because these people went to the crossroads trying to get demons and other spirits to exchange destinies and to swap out energies. And it's a no. Like what God's going to do is if these people were able to get by while using your gifts and abilities and using your energy, they're no longer going to be able to do that, which means they're going to have to like fork out payments to whatever organization. These people are going to have to pay like financial restitution, basically, for what they've been doing. God is going to cause everybody else that's karmic in these people's lives to come for them, And so these people are going to be barely scraping by, not having fucking no money to their name, barely able to keep the business alive, but it'll make sure that you get paid. So that's why, they're not destiny swapping anymore. It's over. It's done. This is over. These people are pissed off because they cannot destiny swap anymore. They can't throw their karma on you, and they can't go they can go to the crossroads, but nothing is going to answer them, Wow, the wind is knocking the floor lamps outside here. Literally, you guys, nature is telling you that there is a storm coming for these people. And because they wanted to take advantage of your good nature, these people are about to see the side of you that they don't want to see, that they did not know existed. They're about to see your shadow come full front, and you may slap this person the fuck out with your gifts and abilities. Page of Cups, because these people were all about stripping a spiritual inheritance from you while blocking your gifts and abilities and then selling your energy to the highest bidder. They also were wanting to provide your spiritual legacy to their children who are obsessed with finances. Okay. These people spend all of their money. That's another reason why they're broke all the time. And this is another reason why they're so greedy. They're money hungry and they're greedy. This person is relying on a tax on this next tax season to get their tax refund back. This person does not realize that for whatever reason, they're not going to be getting their tax refund, especially if this person had planned to go across the country or to any other state to give anybody else, the power to attack you. If they were going to go seek a root worker, a practitioner with that tax money, these people are not going to get that tax money. There's going to be either something in child support that strips them of it, whatever, because I don't know if you guys know this, but if you owe child support, like let's say that you owe like $5,000 child support, which is not a whole lot. When you file your taxes, if you're supposed to get a $3,000 tax refund, they will literally take all of that tax refund and give it to the child support section, and you won't get any of the money back. So that's what these people are about to experience, because they were planning on using that instead of using that tax money to get something nice for their kids or something nice for their family. They were going to use it to have more spell work done on you. And God said, absolutely not. This person is not getting any more money, not any more large amounts of money. And they're going to be able to barely withhold, like barely keep up what they already have. These people are literally, all of the good fortune that they got from stealing from you and doing rituals on you has been reversed. And the funny shit is that you were brought away from a situation that could have been detrimental to you. You know, it needs to be for the kids, and they should know better. Exactly. You were pulled away from a situation that was detrimental to you. And these people, they may want to pull you back in so they can attempt to do this destiny swap again. But God is not going to allow you to come near these people ever again. They're basically on their own for the rest of their life. These people's ancestors have abandoned them. They don't have spirit guides. They don't have archangels protecting them. They have no protection. So they're out here not only broke, barely able to keep a business going. They barely are making enough money to meet their payments for their house and shit. This person may be kicked out of a property. Yeah, you know what? You guys can trust some people. It's just the people from your past you can't trust. You live on a road called Crossroad. Oh, that is so funny. Wow. Nova Scotia, Canada. Cool. Wow. God bless Canada. Wow. The northwest tip of Africa. That is wild. So literally, you know, the people that you're dealing with, they're experiencing now what it feels like to be, to basically, they're experiencing what they were doing to you. They're experiencing that being done to them. And these people are not liking it. This is why, you know, they're being mentally burdened. Their mental health is burdened. Their physical health is burdened. And yeah, you're over here in the sun, shining brightly, shining much more brightly than these people that wanted to steal your star. And you're being seen as the light worker that you are. You were able to move forward, and you're also able to gain a profitable venture. Like whatever this is that you're working on or you're doing, it's very profitable spiritually and physically. And it's got somebody super pissed off because they thought that they drained you of everything that you were worth, not realizing that God had a bigger plan for you. God saw what these people were going to do. So God redirected you to where you're at now so that you can reach a lot more people than you would have been able to reach before. So God is like literally, you know, condemning this person in a sense. Well, it's their own energy that condemned them and their own intention. It's their bad intentions are being brought back upon them. And you're in the sun, being this high priestess, being this somebody that holds divine wisdom and divine knowledge, and you're not blocked. You're mentally at work. You're mentally at work. I just heard Men at Work, the band. You're mentally aware and working on your spiritual path. And so this is why you're being rewarded. This is why, even if you feel like you don't have a lot to your name, you still have things that money can't buy, AKA spiritual abilities. And so these people thought that, you know, these people did not understand how bad they were hurting you with their rituals. And they did not care because they're so consumed with getting back at you for something you never did to them. They were so consumed with that they just did not care who they hurt. And they're finding out the hard way that you are loved by God. And so these people are now going through the same things that they tried to put you through. These people are going through their Job season. They're being tested, and these people are actually cursing God. They're like literally going against everything that God stands for, which is love, joy, and peace. And they're trying to curse the Most High because they can't have your destiny. And so God knows the souls and the hearts of these people. This is why God is not going to restore their lives. Just like how these people were doing the rituals on you that caused you to go into a desolate state. God has actually restored you from these people. God is not going to restore these people from the shit that they were doing to you being done back to them. Like where you're delivered, these people will not be delivered. And they're pissed off about this. They're like, when is my time? No, you passed your time because this person has passed their time. They don't have a time at the top of the wheel because they tried to steal your wheel. And this person didn't go for, like, this person could have been meant to be made a makeup artist, a fashion designer, something else, something other than what you're doing. But they went for your destiny instead of their own. So this person is not going to be rewarded for trying to fulfill your destiny. And they don't understand how the universe works. They don't understand universal law, and they don't understand why their ancestors have abandoned them. I mean, they should, but obviously this is just ignorance. You have an Ace of Swords protecting your destiny, your psychic abilities, and your future. And this protection that you have has actually wiped somebody completely out. It's knocked them right on their ass. And I'm feeling my left foot vibrate. So somebody was trying to block your forward movement so you wouldn't be able to move on and have success. And so that you would always be in a desolate space. And now this person's going to be stuck in that same energy. I would tell these people, keep that same energy towards me, bitch. Keep that same energy, because you're showing God your hand. You're showing God your character. You're showing God and the spiritual realm that you do not deserve to have anything. This is why these people are up under such heavy judgment. And it's not just them, it's their children as well. Whoever this person was training on how to steal other people's destinies, you know, this child is also up under judgment. And I feel bad for the kid, because this kid was tricked into doing witchcraft on you. This person deceived their own child, tried to make you a villain, and then taught this child how to do witchcraft and told this person to take from you. That is not acceptable. You still have creative vision. The Three of Wands here, you're waiting for your ships to come in. You have an actual blessing that's on its way. It could be a monetary blessing, and it could also be a physical blessing. You guys have worked very hard on your future, and this is why you're not going to be denied moving forward. Somebody wanted every door that you tried to open to be slammed in your face, and that's what they're experiencing. Nobody wants to hire this person. Nobody wants to work for them. Nobody wants to purchase things from them, and nobody wants to rent a home to them. The frog is talking. Exactly. The frog knows what I'm talking about. I know the frog knows like what I'm talking about. This person could be literally croaking to everybody how their life is so bad and blah, blah, blah. But they're not telling people, oh, well, what I'm experiencing is the backfire of a failed destiny swipe. They're not going to tell people that they were trying to be you. Everybody that already goes to whatever this business that they have is, if they're like a beautician or whatever, they already know that they were trying to steal your energy and your destiny. People are not stupid. They're not as stupid as they look. Eight of Pentacles. See this? Your work is the work that you're working on is bringing your ships in. So somebody wants to basically stop you from working hard. They also want to infiltrate. This person wants a get rich quick plan, and they feel like they're going to use you and the work that you're creating as a get rich quick plan. And that is not what's going to occur. This person's also been trying to cause delays in your life. They want your destiny to be delayed so that they can fulfill it. And God's like, get out of the fucking way. You're wasting time. This person's wasting everybody's time and their energy. And not only that, this person, their gifts and abilities have been blocked, not only for them, but for their child that they taught to do witchcraft on you as well. So if this person is trying to do anything like what I do, anything like what you do, they're blocked. And they're being shunned as well by the community around them, because people are seeing this person for who they are. And just like this person was stealing from you, this person has had a lot of people come into their business and steal from them, you know. Your ex had a daughter that was going up, yeah, wow, against you. That's sad. King of Cups. There was somebody that did tell these people, advise them not to do this to you. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket science to look at you to see that you're special and that you're anointed. The Seven of Swords. These people know that there's only one correct choice that's going to resolve the events that they've created for themselves, and that is to leave you alone and to walk away from this moon magic. That's the only acceptable thing. What they did this last time, these past couple days with the moon, with this past full moon to block your finances, this person's finances are being blocked. They're not going to be able to make the payments this next coming month. This person's not going to be able to provide their children with Christmas gifts, especially not off of your back. This is over. And this person's blaming you because they got caught up with God. I'm sorry, but God can do whatever the fuck God wants to do. Okay. We're not going to put limits on God. Somebody is trying to also say that It's not fair when it's absolutely fair. For this all to be reversed back onto them, it's absolutely fair. And this person was not just trying to block your finances. They were trying to destroy your beauty, destroy your popularity, steal from you, exchange their bad karma so that you would suffer over and over again and these people would walk free. And God saw this and said, no, absolutely not. These people have to, what did I say? They have to walk away from doing this moon magic on you and trying to block you. You guys are going to feel a huge energy lift off of you. That heaviness that you were feeling, that was this oppressive moon magic. These people have to walk away from doing it because they're not getting what they want. They're not getting a hold of your destiny. They're not getting a hold of your house. Yeah, even the remortgaging of your homes, literally, that was a failed destiny swipe. Literally. Seriously, it's like crazy. These people were not going to let up on you. They were advised not to do this moon magic on you this last time because it backfired the previous time they did it. But these people are stupid. If they continue, these people will kill themselves. Like they will cause this energy to take them out if they continue to do it. And so they should listen to what this King of Cups had said to them, you know, about not doing witchcraft on somebody. They should have listened. I don't know why they didn't. They went and paid this person for their advice. Why didn't they listen to it? You know what I mean? You don't even do magic. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Of course you don't do moon magic. Who the fuck would spend their time up under the moon at night when they should be sleeping? These people, this is another reason why they're so sick all of the time. And then the contrast between you being the sun and them being the moon just shines really brightly to me. You have the whole world coming into your frequency. Like you have the whole world available to you. These people, they wanted to take that from you. They didn't want this work to reach the world, and they didn't want your work to enlighten others, because then all of the lies that they've said about you, people will know that they lied. People already do know that this person lied. Obviously, it's just the same thing. Like I use the store as a good example because of the things that I went through with this person. It's like I had worked there for, years and literally helped the general public of the community that went in there. Those people that are in that community still go into that store. A new person owns it now. And that person that's talking shit on me, on you, while they're working there, they forget that there is an entire community of people that fucking know the truth about me. So this is why it's not being believed. Look, you have the devil and the Page of Swords. This person was trying to use the devil to fucking spy on you, to find out what you were doing, to find out where you're going, who you're with, who you're sleeping with. It's none of this person's business. First of all, they could have just came to ask you. I'm also picking up on illegal, immoral conduct. This person was also advised by this King of Cups, because this King of Cups could be a psychic reader that they went to. This King of Cups told them, if you are selling substances behind the scenes at your job, you need to stop because you are being seen. Some of the people that come in the store have, or whatever this is, this business, have seen this person sell substances behind the scenes. They were advised to stop. However, this person cannot pay their bills because of what they did to you. And so that is why they are selling these substances. 8 of Swords. They're bringing a lot of really shady people into whatever this is that they're doing. Okay, these people are being either mentally imprisoned, spiritually imprisoned, or psychically or physically imprisoned. And this is what the King of Cups warned this person about. Yeah, she knows that you have psychokinesis, but doesn't know about any of the others. Exactly. Literally, these people will be going to jail. This person, these people, they will be going to jail because there's already some, and this is why I don't know why they would go pay for a reading and not listen to somebody who gives wise counsel. This person said, you need to stop selling the substances behind the scene, because that's going to be, wow, they do not want me talking about that. That's going to be the thing that destroys your business. More so than the failed destiny swap. It's going to be that actually destroys the business. And then this person is going to have to pay somebody else a lot of fucking money, and the courts also, while the community rebukes these people and stops going to that business. So that's why, you got to just be very careful who you engage with, who you tell your business to, who you allow and include into your life. And even if you don't suspect somebody, just know that there is somebody on this type of dumbass time. Yeah, these people feel like literally that they can just sacrifice a child to the devil at any given time and get out of this trouble. I don't care if they make 100 billion sacrifices of people. They're not going to get out of the trouble that they're in. I don't know what this person doesn't understand, that they broke the fucking law, and that there's undercover cops that know that this person is breaking the law. What the hell's wrong with them? This person, like I said, could also, part of why they're not going to receive this tax refund, because they were going to take that tax refund to a practitioner to pay for like a year of divination so they could continually get readings on you. This King of Cups has told this person, don't ever come to me ever again, because I will never read this person. This person that you're asking me to get information on, this person so that I can give you information so you can go and ruin their life with that information. This King of Cups has told this dumbass person that hasn't even revealed themselves yet, has told this person, do not ever come to me again. You basically got me in trouble with the spiritual realm for having me look into this situation on this person. Don't ever come to me again. So this person's lost a practitioner. And on top of that, when their taxes come in, the taxes are going to go straight to the ex, because this person has not paid the child support or daycare or whatever other fucking nonsense that they have to pay for. Okay. And if they owe any car loans or anything else like that, or owe the government in any other type of way, if they owe taxes on this business, if they're not paying taxes regularly on this business, the taxes are going to be taken. This person, what I'm trying to say is that God is not going to give these people the ability to have any more work done on you. Now, if these people planned on using that tax money for good, okay, Six of Pentacles, then we'd be looking at a different situation here. But the fact that they had already premeditated a plan with a new practitioner to work with them and to give them all of the tax money, like probably, $9,000-$10,000 is what they were going to give this person to attack you for another year. This person's not going to get that money. So when it comes to this person being able to do divination on you in the future, remember, you've inherited these people's gifts, literally. They're not going to be able to do this to you any longer. And if this person's mother also did divination, this person's mother's gifts have also been taken. So like literally, they're not going to be able to do this to you anymore. God said that this is over, that whatever this was, it's over. And just know that this is going to work out for your highest and best good. Yes, Page of Pentacles, because these people, like seriously, with this shit, trying to strip a personal legacy that you're going to leave this planet and give it to one of their children that doesn't give a fuck about anything in life. No, absolutely not. Somebody wants their kids to be prosperous, but won't teach them that how you become prosperous is by actually working. Instead of scamming, stealing, deceiving, and hoodwinking others, just get a fucking job. Just create a business. Become an entrepreneur, And the thing is that, if you don't ever forgive these people, it's not going to matter. Because God's doing what God is going to do. God can do whatever the hell God wants to do. Like literally. Whether you forgive this person or not, they're still going to get their karma. Page of Wands. And unfortunately, it's going to affect their children. Because like I said, this person could have a lot of baby mommies, baby daddies with people. It's going to affect their children the most. This person's divine life purpose was to be a parent. And they threw that away by trying to steal your destiny. Daughter, yeah, exactly. Wow. Like you wouldn't find out that she was in the next provenance, literally, literally. That's crazy. But you did find out. And this person has tried to use their children to spy on you, to pull cards on you. All of these people, everyone in their family is going to be losing. And I can feel that very certain. They're going to be losing a place to live. They're not going to have a house in the future. This person could be sleeping out of their car, death. Like I said, this is an ending. This could literally be a death of one of their children. This is sad. This could be a suicide that's going to occur. Just know that whatever this person and their family is going to go through is literally the effect of what they were trying to do to you and your family. So if they were trying to get you to take yourself out, one of their children's going to take themselves out. I'm getting more the Page of Wands child than anything. And this is justice for you, because especially if you had anybody in your family commit suicide, it was this person that was doing that was trying to get you to take yourself out. Because you're not the weakest link. It happened to somebody else in your family. Or they could have been suicidal, having thoughts of that, going through mental health problems, and it was all this person. These people are about to experience a death because they tried to take over something that they were never meant to take over. But the way that God is so good is that God has already prepared a way out for you away from this situation. And you are going to receive justice, whether it's in the justice system or in the physical world. Death to the Four of Swords. These people, I'm not kidding, they're going to be going to a fucking funeral. And this is going to be the end of a personal battle, because these people were literally trying to mess with the chosen one of the Most High God. I'm also feeling spider magic. Okay. Spider magic is a magic that's done with the intent to oppress somebody and to bind them. And so literally I am picking up on spider magic being done. You may want to look at where Pisces is at in your birth chart, because somebody was trying to dominate the old age of Pisces, trying to dominate you and trying to bind you and restrict you. Okay. And trying to sacrifice you and bind you and restrict you so that you would have to be the sacrifice. Now, this was very foolish of them to engage in this type of behavior. Now, and I'm like literally hearing spider deities say, yeah, we're coming for the heads of these people. They did too much. You okay? Confirmation. A crow flew over your head right now. Wow. Literally, confirmation. These people just did too much. The Chariot, they were very foolish to try to involve the police in whatever this is. If they were saying that, I feel like somebody was trying to set you up. They could have been trying to get you to come back to them or come back around them so that they could plant something on you or do something illegal. But, you didn't give these people a chance. So now, they were trying to deceive the police to come for you. The police are not deceived. The police don't want to be put up under judgment either, but they still are, because they were part of this process. Queen of Swords. You cut these people off at the right time. Had you not done that, had you not Queen of Swords them, these people would have successfully tried to get you locked up. They would have done something to set you up. Now, if there is a crooked police officer, this person that was working with these people, this person is up under the tower, for their abuse of power. This person is up under the tower. All right, let's get a conclusion. What else do we need to know? Who was this person that was doing this? Can we get some info on that? Or does it even matter? The Queen of Wands. I was seeing the Queen of Wands and feeling like it was the Queen of Wands who was doing this, but now that just confirmed it when I asked that question. You're not in your South mode anymore. Exactly. So these people want you to enter into karmic behavior. This person's up under judgment, okay? They shouldn't have been selling substances in their business, but they did this as a last-ditch effort because God blocked their finances, because they were trying to block your finances. For every amount of suffering that you had to go through at the hands of these people, they will suffer 10 times the amount of that. All right, so what is the conclusion for them to know? You're getting a new beginning. These people are not. Your new beginning is going to be great, grandiose, beautiful. These people are not getting a new beginning. These people are up under judgment. There's going to be a King of Swords that most likely puts this Queen of Wands in jail. And this person's going to try to hide from you the fact that they're in jail. If you get a collect call from prison, just don't answer the shit. Because you have cut these people off, you guys are entering into the era of being rewarded, okay? Even though this moon magic was still in effect, it will be fading away, okay? I can guarantee it. The more time that you spend loving on yourself, telling yourself that you're worthy, and canceling and rebuking any destiny swap that has to do with fame, public recognition, money, and all of that, and asking for God to intervene, God is going to repair your finances in such a way that you will have much more than what you started with. These people are in the Nine of Swords. This Queen of Wands is in the Nine of Swords. They are pitying themselves and all of this stuff. They're also being dumped by somebody. Somebody was only with this Queen of Wands because they thought that she was a high priestess. But now that they found out that she's not the high priestess, whoever this person is, now they're interested in you. You don't want anything to do with this person. This is about your spiritual gifts and abilities. This Queen of Wands was trying to steal that. And now that she's been seen for the fraudulent bitch that she is, she's basically being canceled and rebuked by everybody. And people are going to start wanting to come to you for assistance because they know that this person will lead them to hell. So this person's not only getting their business taken from them, not only are they going to jail, not only are they up under judgment for unpaid child support, unpaid traffic tickets, unpaid taxes, and all this other shit. They owe a lot of people a lot of money. And they were trying to say that you had the money, you don't have the money, and you're not responsible for this person's responsibilities. They are. So this person's being dumped. If they had any alliance with any crooked police officer, that's also falling. You know what I mean? Like that police officer does not want to fuck with this person anymore because they know they got set up. Yeah, all these Seven of Cups illusions about this person being you are being broken. And so the person that fell in love with this Queen of Wands, thinking that this Queen of Wands was you, okay, this person feels duped. And this person is also very violent. They're very physically abusive. You don't want this person anywhere near you. They're going to beat the shit out of this Queen of Wands just by being tricked and pulled into the negative karma. And you, my friend, are so strong that you've already surpassed whatever this issue is. Your strength just shows. It's just natural. This person is not a caring person. They're not a loving person. And they were pretending to be you. And this man has figured out that they are not you. And now this person wants nothing to do with them. Magic, because this person was up under magic. That magic has been canceled and rebuked. Okay, is there anything else that we need to know before we go? You're basically in the Wheel of Fortune. And this came out yesterday, is that you're in the Wheel of Fortune. Continue to work on yourself, continue to work on your spiritual journey, continue to go within and ask God for guidance. Ask your higher self to show you what you need to see, to cancel out any soul contracts, soul ties, to rebuke these people, to cut cords, and to not give them consent to play in your energy or play in your face. Because once this Wheel of Fortune, once people can see this Wheel of Fortune coming in, you're going to have an energy try to move towards you to basically stop that Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you're going to remain a Queen of Pentacles. This person is not, because they didn't make the right choices. They didn't do the right thing. And on top of that, they were trying to make up for all of the fines and shit that they have to pay to the courts and to everybody else for being a fuckhead. This person parties continuously. They don't take life seriously. This is another reason that they can't hold on to their money, but they wanted that to happen to you. This person is about to be sacrificed by the public, literally, and put in the Five of Pentacles. So just know that when this person is out on the streets in the middle of winter, casted away, not able to get presents for their children and all this other shit, that why this person's going through all these hard times, they're going through it because they tried to put you through the same thing. They didn't want to see you thrive, and that's why this person's up under judgment. So you guys continue to do the right thing, continue to love yourselves, continue to move forward, continue to show God that you are worthy of all of the gifts and talents that you already possess, and also continue to show God that you're going to use those gifts and talents to help the world. When you're doing that, there's nothing that anybody else can do to you. These people are already up under judgment. Nobody is going to want to rent to this person, because this is the type of person that it says like no pets allowed on the lease. This is the type of person that moves in and gets a pet immediately. They destroy the homes that they live in. Okay, they're very toxic. And then they also engage with other people that are alcoholics that beat on them and that ruin their home. This person's a habitual partier. They don't take anything in life seriously. This is another reason that they're connected to the devil, that through addiction, and they can't get out of it. And this person that was advising them will not be there to give them advice any longer. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending. Yeah, they play with black magic. Thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I love you guys so much. Please like this video, tap the notification bell, make sure that you are subscribed. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. If you'd like to leave a tip or donation, there are links in the chat, but know that I am so happy and pleased with your likes, your shares, and your subscribes of this content. Okay, I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. God bless you. I'm so proud of you, and so is God. I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.